Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Now today we're going to be talking about something very interesting, and it's all going to start right here because as you can see I'm at a crossing of a railroad and a street, and as you can see these are the classic Lego City base plates from back in the day, right? Compared with the regular Lego train tracks as we all know and love them. Now here's the problem, okay? These base plates for the roads, they're perfect. But perfect for what? Nothing but the modular buildings. As you can see here, these are all on the base plates at the same height as the roads, and they all line up pretty much perfectly, as you can see here. Looks pretty flush. Now here's the issue, right? I like Ninjago, and as such, I own Ninjago City sets. Now as you can see here, I have the Ninjago City Gardens right here, as well as the Lego Ninjago City Markets right up here. While these are also on base plates, here's the problem. See, these aren't actually on the ground. Where the people walk, like the actual walkways, they're above a layer of water, and they're just elevated in general. And then there's another walkway up top, just a completely different level. And that makes things pretty difficult, because this is actually pretty important to me. I want to connect everything with train tracks. Ever since the creation of the Lego company, a staple of their brand has always been the trains. Now, as you can see here, I have a couple of trains. There's a few missing down here and a little bit up there, which I'll explain in a second. But yeah, as you can see, these would be awesome to be able to run everywhere in my Lego city. And as such, I tried to find a solution for the train tracks to run into an actual Ninjago city. And here that is. We have a complete Ninjago train station. Now, I basically base this all around my crossing here, because it lines up perfectly with the plates, and you can have cars drive over it, you can have pedestrians walk over it, yada yada yada. And basically, as you just follow the train tracks, you'll see that there's a slight incline here which allows them to go over the water, just over the water, which is kind of a flood risk, but I'll get to that in a minute. Now right here is the actual train station. As you can see, we have the platform, which is quite raised up, which you can access with stairs as well as a ramp. And the way you actually get to the train station itself is with these little walkways that lift up. So here the train can pass through, but to get the pedestrians to walk over, you can just close that right there. And what this little thing is that just fell over, these are just little lights to indicate if the train is coming or not. There's like purple and magenta and all that stuff. And on one side, you actually have the walkway to connect it to the other Ninjago City installments. This is a little supermarket right here, which I can connect it to. This actually doesn't have a railing, but I'll actually get to that in a minute, why that is also an issue. As you can see, I used brick separators to build the roof of the entire thing, mainly, next to a bunch of glass paneling to have a nice little skylight above the station. And on the other side, there's also a little pond with a tree and a butterfly with some waterfalls coming down the side. However, the problem is I just don't like this that much. All right, it's not really thought out, you know. This entire structure is just kind of built up and just for the fun of it. It's just really not stable. Everything is just barely connected, hanging on by a thread, basically. It's really a wonder how this thing even stays together. I'm literally using sideways chest lids to hold this thing up. It's kind of a miracle that it's even standing in the first place. And not only is this track way too low, like this is ridiculous. Why would the train track be right above the water? It's literally going to flood. Most trains with doors can't actually open onto this platform. And now this is the Lego City train carriage that I originally based this whole thing around, right? But it doesn't have any doors. There's no point to having this line up with anything, because no matter where the minifigs are, this door is not accessible at all. There's no real way to get in. It's just a good looking model, nothing much else, and that's kind of a problem, because these two trains also, they don't have a single door to get accessed, right? The Spider-Man train and the Hogwarts Express. I'm not gonna be using this to actually get minifigures in and out of trains, because it just doesn't work. Now, another train that I do have is the Orient Express, which these doors actually do perfectly line up with this platform right here that these guys are standing on. However, this thing is massive. There is no way I'm ever going to run this through any part of my city. This is like I don't think anything could support this. It would like risk breaking everything beneath it if it were elevated. As you can see here, here's another train car, but this one is from the other Lego City passenger train, and it actually has doors. Not only that, they're pretty far down. Now, I wouldn't have a problem raising these up by any chance, but the fact is, this is a really nice looking train car, and I think that the doors really work at this height, but it just doesn't line up here. If I put it on here, these doors will not open. They just bang against the floor. It just doesn't work. And another train that this doesn't work on is this Lego City tram from a bunch of years ago, which a friend actually gifted to me. And if you're seeing this, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. It's truly an amazing little tram here. But as you can see, like this is also pretty deep set, right? If you want to open up the little compartments like so, it's pretty deep. Like you have to have some clearance for this to open right here. And that just is not here. As you can see, look at that. That's an insane height difference. That just won't work. Which is why at 50 likes, just 50 likes, I will be dropping this entire thing off of my table onto the ground. This thing will shatter into like 15 pieces. Leave in the comments if I should leave the minifigures on for that. But as soon as this video hits 50 likes, this thing is falling down here. Okay, it's gonna all the way down there. All right. Yeah. So that's basically the plan here. And as you can see, this little supermarket and pizzeria down here, these will basically be combined with this to make an entirely new model. So just for a sec, let's tour the little building here. All right, so at the top we have two little guys on a hover bike, and if we lift off the roof here, actually, we can actually see inside. There's a little cashier. We got boxes of fruits, veggies. We got a fridge with milk and juice. We got all sorts of stuff. We have some more fruit out front, and we also have a vending machine with like some iced tea. And yeah, just people are all around here, just having a good time. And down here, the pizzeria, we have the pizza maker. We got another guy who works there. Got a bunch of cooking materials. Not sure if that shows up perfectly on camera, but you got pots and pans and stoves and cupboards and all that stuff. And in the back, you actually have a little pizza boat. This is the guy who just boats around in NINJAGO City, and he just gives everyone their pizza. He gets everyone the pizza. He's the pizza man. As I said, this thing is going to explode on the floor, right? And when that happens, this thing is also going to be dismantled slightly, and I'm going to combine it into a brand new train station. And as you can see, I've already started construction here. Now, this is going to be insane. Like, this is going to be massive, right? This thing, it's very hollow. This old one, it's very, you can see right through it. Like, you could practically blow on it and it would just fall down. All right. This thing is already massive. Okay. We have a dojo here. We have a video game shop, and we have a functioning elevator. All right. You can pull on this little notch here. As you can see, it's at the top, and then it descends all the way to the bottom. And as you can see here, we have some doors up top and at the bottom, and yeah, that works pretty well. We also have a staircase, which it's at the walkway level, which is only mapped out here, but as you can see, I can take this ginormous construct, okay, and we're going to place it right on top of everything, secure it in place, and basically you have this new and improved train station, which is basically already half built, right? So this is going to be completely on the level of these elevated platforms. As you can see, it's going to start right here, and you're going to have the same little bridges as we have here, right here, to cross over here, and you will have the entire station leading all the way down. And this already looks a lot better, in my opinion. It's just going to be absolutely massive. This thing is going to go right here, and this top supermarket is going to go right down here. And I've basically already mapped it out. I'm going to start building as soon as this video hits 50 likes. This thing is going to be decimated, and this thing is going to start construction even further. All right. Yeah, so I can't wait to get started on that. Now with the new platform, you can see that if we open up these compartments, for example, the bike storage, or just the regular seating area, we actually now have no problem getting in there. It opens up perfectly and everyone can just walk on in there. And for the passenger train, it's the exact same story. We can now, with clearance, open up the doors and everyone can just get on in there very easily. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little rant about my own, well, creation, let's just call it. Yeah, definitely not going to be keeping that around for long. If you guys hit that 50 like goal, I, wa- I want this thing gone. I want this thing gone. Please, just like the video.